What's up everybody, ZWade Photo. Before I get into my rants today, because I am in a mood, and I'm going to show you why, just want to invite you to check out zwadephoto.com. You can swing by the print shop and pick you up a print. If you want to help the channel grow, you can consider making a small donation in the PayPal link below, but if you don't want to spend any money, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I just hope that you would consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. That was about as good of a salesman nice guy face that I could possibly put on, because you know, every once in a while, I decide to go back and revisit, animal eye tracking or human eye tracking. Today, I did just that. I went and decided to try the animal eye tracking again because I haven't used it in a long time. Whenever I first got the Z6II, it was really bad. And basically unusable in my opinion. This was just supposed to be an experiment for me, just to see if I would use it in my work. But it was so disappointing still, that I wanted to not only make a video ranting about it, but I wanted to show you. Now, little disclaimer, I am a huge Nikon fanboy. I am also incredibly honest, and I will tell you whenever something is absolute dog shit. Dog eye tracking equals dog shit. I'm going to throw in a positive real quick because the rest of this video is going to be nasty. The subject tracking now, compared to when the Z6II initially launched, is noticeably better. It's actually usable, I think. Now, I haven't looked at the photos yet, but looking through the camera, initially whenever the Z6II launched, it just couldn't keep up with even slow-moving subjects, like Lolly just like trotting around the yard. It just couldn't keep up, and it wasn't that sharp whenever it seemed like it was keeping up. It just wasn't that good. It would consistently fall off and it would never like get its way back. It is noticeably better now, and I'm thankful for that. There's a big ass bug flying around in here somewhere. I don't know what it is. If it's a wasp, I may be in for a treat. It's a fucking deer fly. I need Nikon to do one of two things. I either need them to come out with firmware very, very fast, and none of this incremental shit, okay? I want it as good as you can possibly get it. Or I want you to come out and say, we have reached the limitations of the camera, and just be honest. Because if you can just be honest and say, yeah, the processors won't do any better than that, then I'll be like, fine. Maybe the Z6III will be even better, and we can just grow from here. I need you to either fix it or admit defeat. But anyway, I suppose it's time for me to get into my bitching. Every experiment needs a control, and the control is single point autofocus, which is where I pretty much live. And if you get good at it, it's just as good as anything else if you do it enough. And we're just gonna take a test shot right here. You know, people were using manual focus lenses for a long time. You just gotta be quick, nice shutter speed, pick your shot, and absolutely tack sharp. But now we're gonna get into the main point. So we're gonna set, AFC, and we're gonna do like area animal eye AF, right? And we're just gonna see how it works. And so this is nice because if it doesn't find the face, it should just do like a regular area AF. But it's not particularly good at finding her eye. It's kind of being random. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. And we had opportunities, but we squandered them because it was kind of trying to figure out what it wanted to do. And that's definitely her nose. That's her. There we go. That was the top of her head, but how does that look? Nice and sharp. Not too bad in the area AF. And it's doing a good job of finding it from the side. Let's see how this does. We zoom in. Looks pretty good. From the side, it's doing a pretty good job, but whenever it gets straight on in good light, it's like, oh my god, what do I do? It has no idea. And so we have to settle for just pretty sharp, but not right on the eye. When we pull back to a distance, it seems like it does a really good job of finding her eye, and when it doesn't quite know where her eye is, because she is dark-eyed and dark-coated, it jumps to her face. And so it seems like it's doing a pretty good job there. And then whenever we zoom in, yeah, it's doing a good job here at a distance. But we are going to switch it up, and we're going to go to the wide L animal eye focus. And we are going to see just how ridiculous this thing is. So it starts off okay, right? We jump in right there. It's nice and sharp, but that's about where it ends, because here pretty quick it's just all gonna fall apart, and we're gonna start questioning exactly who came up with this particular, like, autofocus, because it seems to be lacking. Now I'm holding the AF on button to focus this entire time, and as we can see, it doesn't even want to find the back of her head. It should be at least trying to bring something sharp, but it's just kind of totally random. Yeah, let's flip that up, see if that helps. Nope, there was a good opportunity to find her head. And let's see if we can do it right here. Nope, there's an excellent opportunity to find her head. And now it has become apparent that Nikon didn't have anybody to develop this particular feature, and so they just grabbed the guy that gets coffee and said, hey, have you ever programmed an algorithm for finding dog's eyes in cameras? He said, no, I tried to develop an RPG game once upon a time, but I ended up just working for a real gaming company getting coffee, and that's how I got the job getting coffee for you. Nikon said, congratulations on your promotion to the autofocus department. If you need any help, you can bring on a subordinate, at which point the coffee man decided to grab the janitor. Now, for the last little bit, we have been in the area animal eye tracking, and it really just hasn't found it once. It's just been doing this, like, area AF, which I guess is okay. It's definitely much better than, like, the wide L, like the large area. Like, that can barely find an eye. And this is kind of struggling. You see right there for a second, it's like, ooh, look at this cool fucking playhouse. And I'm like, no, I just want the eye, which it finally grabbed as I was pulling it away, which was kind of annoying. And, you know, I'm trying to get it to do the eye right there. Oh, we got it. Do we got it? Do we got it? Do we got it? And nope, it just went back to AF after it already had it. And so we're going to move to, like, a direct line of sight. Boom. There is the eye. Let's snap one off. Can we get one? Can we get one? And there it is. It looked like it was kind of on her nose, but it looks like it did a pretty decent job finally, after it finally grabbed it. See, when it finally grabs it, it's nice and sharp, but it mostly, you know, just likes to hang out in this auto area AF and absolutely drive me crazy. If I wanted area AF, I would just do area AF, but, you know, let's switch it up again. Let's try the wide L again. Let's see what we can do there. Nope. Oh, you see how long that took to find the eye? And here we go. Are we gonna get it? Look at so much wasted opportunity. So much wasted opportunity. Good job, Nikon. That fucking coffee guy and janitor just sat around for months and just smoked weed and drank coffee, and then right there at the last minute, they outsourced it to some, like, really terrible garage programming company and said, hey, can you make this autofocus work? And they said, I guess. Look at it. It just can't find her face. I mean, it's right there. She's right in the light. It's at f5.6. There's no reason that it shouldn't be able to find her eye or even her head. It's doing nothing. It's just like a regular box. Like, there's an option for that, and it's just like reverting to it. So yeah, throw it off, see if I can confuse it into working. And no, it just doesn't want to. Perfect opportunity. Is it gonna do it? Is it gonna do it? And it finally did it for a split second, but it ran outside the box. Let's see if we can pull it back. Can we pull it back? Boom! And we got one from the side, oddly enough. But what's really strange is it right there from the side. Watch. It's doing okay from the side. I mean, it's right on her eye. And then when we pop it over, boom, we got one! I'm not entirely sure that we can, like, rule out luck, but it does kind of seem to be getting into a rhythm here. I'm gonna fast forward for a little bit, but you're gonna see me, like, come off of Lolly and then come back, just kind of seeing the reacquisition and also playing with the exposure just to see if anything can improve it. Just because I mentioned it, the subject tracking is a lot stickier now, and I just wanted to do, like, a few shots, and coming into those right here, they look pretty good. Not nearly as just, like, trying to follow your subject. The second one missed, which is ridiculous because it's the exact same position, barely any movement, but it picked it back up on the third one. That looks pretty good. That's very, very sharp. That's very, very sharp. Looks really good. And yep, there's another one that looks really good. And Yeah, it starts to fall off a little bit right there. That's more on her leg than on her face, but that's okay. And we really start to lose it right there. It's kind of back focused. That is usably sharp, and that's about it. But it's off, and then we totally lost it there. So it's on her back. It does bring it back just a little bit for us. It's not tack sharp, but it's there. And because we're gluttons for punishment, and it's the purpose of this video, we're gonna try the wide area L again, and it's just the rhythm that we had is totally gone, and it's actually. It was so bad right there at the beginning that I felt like I needed to check my settings. Yep, I'm in the mode that I want to be in. I don't expect it to grab her right here, but let's see if it will right here. Nope, tons of squandered opportunity. And so it's just in and now it just won't do anything. It's just in and out of like a rhythm, and that is why that this. You can't say that it's not sharp when it grabs it, because it is. But the thing is, it's not consistent enough for me to be comfortable using. It's like, why use it at all if it is that inconsistent? Like, I can't rely on it, and I think that's what everybody is. Oh, look at that! It just didn't grab her eye at all. Now it wants to, and it definitely wants to do it from the side. But like right on, like I mean, come on, That left eye right there, oh my god. It's so frustrating to watch too, like I can't even make any jokes. There we are, we're on it. And see, that one is weird because it got it, but it's not sharp, and I don't know why. See if it just won't do it. It won't do it. Come on. Come on, you dirty bastard. It's me checking again. Am I in the right one here? Like, what is happening? And I think we're going to go back to Auto Area AF Animals and just see if we can bring back some of that luck. And there it goes. Come on. There we go. There we go. How long will it maintain? How long will it maintain? Let's see if we can... No, it doesn't want to grab it. It's right there. Perfect opportunity. It's even having a hard time with the Area AF. That's not her eye. That's her nose. That's her eyebrow. That happens. Come on. I mean, she's so still. She's so still. And that one, for whatever reason, even though it was like on her eye and nose, it actually it's sharp on her ear. So I don't know how to explain that. See, now that we have some distance, like it's at least doing the Area AF a little bit. But like I said, like why not just use Area AF? Why have this feature in the camera if it's this bad? Let's see how right there it's grabbing the cozy coop. But check it is going to get her at full speed. See, it grabbed the eye, but when she was laying down it couldn't do it, and it got distracted by the cozy coop. And that's just kind of proof that the coffee guy and the janitor just smoked weed most of the time that they're supposed to be developing. And it's doing decent right now, but it's supposed to be finding the animal eye, and it doesn't. She was walking right towards us really slow. It could have done it, and it just absolutely didn't. All because Nikon got a coffee guy and his custodial buddy to work in the animal AF department with absolutely no experience. This is really f***ed up because look, it found the eye, but it's like jittering focus. Weird. So how do I define the issues? Inconsistent recognition failure, missed focus when seemingly recognized, and occasional total f***ery. Honestly, my recommendation is just to use Auto Area AF, because the second it tries to start looking for specific objects, it's obvious that that's just not Nikon's strong suit right now. I hope I don't lose too many subscribers over this video. I am the biggest Nikon fan that I know. I get genuine joy about like talking about Nikon and Nikon products and all that stuff. But at the same time, we have to be real. And Nikon needs to let us know if the Z6II is as good as it can possibly get, or they need to give us the firmware to do it. Give us, like, make it the best that it can possibly be. No more incremental shit. That's a wrap of this episode of ZWade Photo, and I will catch you in the next one.